Morning guys, happy Thursday. My hair is literally crazy because I was just filming a reel for Instagram, lol, reality of a business owner. But we are officially about 12 and a half weeks out from Worlds, which is literally crazy. Time is going so quick. I say this every single week. This is going to be a super quick intro because I am running a little bit behind schedule. I was doing so well this morning with my time, and then I was filming that reel and that's taken just a little bit longer than I thought. So anyways, 12 and a half weeks out from Worlds. Sales went down at the start of the week, so have definitely been feeling that. Although body isn't responding amazing, digestion has slowed down for sure, nervous system isn't amazing this week, scale weight isn't really dropping either, so I'm keen to catch up and talk to my coach tomorrow. We have about 5 kilos still to lose, so we've got 12 and a half weeks, so I've got the time there, but I am super ahead of schedule and kind of just want to keep ahead of schedule just so my stress levels don't get too crazy and I don't have to get to a point where I'm pushing my body to the extreme. So yeah, super keen to chat with my coach tomorrow about that, so I'll give you guys updates around that. But training is the same, cardio is the same, food decreased. This week I have really just dived into my nervous system. I have removed caffeine as much as possible. I'm literally just sticking to one morning coffee. I'm not having pre-workout, no energy drinks, nothing like that, no caffeinated drinks. So I'm hoping that does really help with my nervous system, which I feel like it has in the last couple of days, but I definitely need to be a little bit more consistent over it in the next couple of weeks to see the impact. 2 red flags that definitely came up was definitely number 1, my digestion, and number 2, dermatitis on my fingers. I haven't actually got this like fully diagnosed or anything like that, but from my own research and speaking to people that do experience dermatitis on their hands, like it pretty much that is what it is, and it flares up when I am stressed. It's something that I've been experiencing for the last couple of years. So those were the 2 red flags. So definitely removing caffeine from my diet as much as possible, using QV only on my body, so moisturizer, soaps, that sort of thing, because it is known to be one of the softer and more gentle soaps on your body. That, and also giving myself 10 minutes in the morning to just lay on my back, feet up, and do absolutely nothing, just breathe. So definitely have felt a lot calmer in the last couple of days, so that's great. Just need to be a little bit more consistent in it over the next couple of weeks. And hopefully my digestion kind of comes back and this dermatitis on my hands goes away, because it's so painful, especially in the gym. So, oh, that's the other thing. You can probably tell I'm like literally like pale as shit. I took off all my tan and I'm just having a couple of days where I'm not re-tanning. 1, it just takes so much freaking effort for such little reward, to be completely honest. And 2, I just kind of got to a stage at the end of last week where I just wanted to strip everything off my body and get rid of it, because I just felt gross, felt yuck, felt irritated, and I was like, I just need a break. So that is that. But yeah, today is Thursday, so I'm training legs and I've got cardio to do, and then I got to go home to have my posing session with Caitlin, which I'm excited for, and then spending the rest of the afternoon onboarding some girls in my one-to-one space, which I'm so grateful for. I'm onboarding 4 different girls today, starting next week. So that is so exciting. The team is growing. Honestly, I say this every single time, but anytime someone onboards with me, I am so grateful and feel so privileged to be able to help them in their journey. So feeling good about that, excited to do that this afternoon. But that is basically the update. Let's go train legs. Happy Saturday, you guys. It is about 12 o'clock on Saturday. I had a bit of a slower morning this morning, which was really good because I don't feel like I get too many slow Saturday mornings, but it was good. So had my breakfast and I've actually just been on my laptop doing a bunch of work. I finished onboarding the girls for Monday, which is super exciting, and checked in with my other one-to-one clients, which was also really good. Sometimes I like to just do a little bit of a check-in on a Saturday morning and just having a look at their data and seeing where they're at, and just like giving them a bit of a heads up to be like, hey, like these are the 1%ers that we can look at next week. Utilize the extra time that you have over the weekend to organize it so then you can hit the ground running on Monday. And it's not about restarting every single Monday, but a lot of the time people have more time on the weekend. So to utilize that time and know that those are the priorities for Monday, they can just set themselves up a little bit better. So I love doing that. Also washed my hair this morning, which slay, we love that. I'm at the gym. I'm actually going to the gym twice today. I have upper body, lower body and cardio to do because yesterday was just not my day a little bit. I honestly had like the best morning, like genuinely had the best morning, woke up in the best mood, all the things, and then I literally got in my car to go to the gym and I realized there's like a massive crack in my windscreen. And I have no idea how. I think a rock hit it potentially a couple of days ago because I saw a tiny little crack. And I was like, I will deal with that later. And then I got into my car and it was like, it grew. And I was like, wow, cool. Love that. So dealing with that now apparently. So we love that. Literally sat in my car, stared at it, literally wanted to absolutely freaking break down about it. Had a few little tears in my eyes, but didn't break down. Kind of just like switched up and was like, you know what? Okay, fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Got back inside. Got a bunch of quotes, trying to figure out how to fix it because that's all we can do. So yeah, literally just looking at it now because it's a crack and it's Saturday and I can't really do much about it until next week. Yeah, just being super careful as I drive, not trying to drive over any speed bumps or anything, hit anything too hard. But that was yesterday, so ended up taking a little bit of my day out and I was just a little bit overwhelmed and all the things. So I ended up only doing cardio yesterday. I didn't end up doing my strength upper session, but me and my partner want to go to the gym tonight anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'll go this morning whilst he is working. I will do my upper body session and then tonight I will come back with him and do my lower body session and my cardio, which is fine. So I'm gonna go in and do my upper body session now, which I'm super excited for. I love training upper body. Then on the way home, pick up my groceries. I did a click and collect order last night, which honestly is the best life-saving hack ever. Honestly, on a Friday night, I will literally just go onto the Coles or Woolies website, depending on where I'm shopping for the week, and order what I need. That way I know exactly what I need to get. I'm not getting anything extra. I don't forget anything and it's literally all packed for me and I literally just have to go to Coles and pick it up. There is a couple of little things that I will have to go in for. I have to get specific source from Woolies, so I'll have to go there, and then I also have to get my iron tablets as well. But for the most part, I don't have to go in and actually grocery shop, so that takes out a huge chunk of my weekend. So going to pick up those things on the way home, come home and have my lunch and finish editing the vlog from last week, so then that is scheduled for Monday. And then I need a meal prep and then we're back to the gym. So that is my Saturday today. Updates in terms of my check-ins. So I had my check-in with Jason yesterday. He is super happy with where we are at. My scale weight didn't increase. I think I mentioned this. It didn't increase this week. Decrease this week at all. It just kind of stayed super steady. He did mention that I did obviously have 2 high carb days over the weekend. So my glycogen would have been restored and things like that. That can have an impact, but he wasn't too worried. He said keep calories the same, let's just increase cardio just slightly this week. So instead of doing 3 40-minute sessions on the elliptical, I'm now doing 3 50-minute sessions on the elliptical plus my obviously Stairmaster sessions. So that's fine. It's not an extra session, it's just an extra 10 minutes or 30 minutes total for the week. But other than that, no changes. I am changing up my food a little bit this week just to utilize my carbs a little bit better. So I changed my carbs in my dinner. I actually increased the amount of rice that I was having in my dinner and I had like the best sleeps this week. So keeping it that the way it is. I'm changing my lunches. 2 reasons. 1, I'm sick of it. 2, I also don't really need to utilize the carbs during my lunch. So I'm actually taking my carbs out of my lunch and putting it into my pre-workout so I have more energy for training. So I'm super excited to start that from tomorrow. But other than that, it's like literally the same foods. Like I'm having oats and egg whites and berries for breakfast. My lunch is now changed to chicken, breast mince, beans and soy sauce. That's literally it. Pre-workout is now going to be rice cakes, peanut butter, honey and banana. So that's going to be a whole lot of carbs. So happy with that. Then I've got pineapple for fruit, and I've also got my dinner, which is still my fish, rice and broccolini. And then I've got my hot chocolate at the end of the day, so that's still slaying. We love her. But that's the updates there, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna go train upper body now so I can pick up my groceries on time.
Oh, fucking. How long are we going for?
50 minutes.
50 minutes of cardio. Lame.
Happy Sunday. We are back with the car chats. I'm literally just eating my lunch now. This is literally just chicken breast mince and beans and soy sauce. So super boring, but honestly it's been good to have a little bit of a change up. I've never cooked with chicken breast mince before either, and it was actually so good. So it was so easy to cook with. I don't know how good the quality is and like how processed it is, so it'll be interesting to see how my gut reacts this week, but it was super easy to cook with. But I just come back from posing again. I was on my lonesome today. It would have been so easy for me to just not show up. I genuinely was like, oh, I'll just have a week off, considering no one, like, as in, like, that I normally drive with is going, but I drove myself, went anyway, and I'm really happy that I did. It was a smaller group today, which can be super beneficial. I find when I first started posing, it was always small groups and we didn't have many big groups come. The big groups are good because obviously for spatial awareness, that sort of thing, what it's kind of going to be like on the show day, there's going to be a lot of us in the lineup. But when you have those smaller groups when you're practicing, it just can be really good to get like specific feedback on yourself and really focus on other things. So I'm really glad that I went because it was just a small group and we had a different posing coach as well this week, so that was really good just to get feedback from someone else. So happy with that, but had a bit of a slower morning as usual. Got up and we actually walked to Coles. It was two reasons. My partner wanted to get some food for breakfast, and also I was like, great opportunity for me to get my steps in. So that was really good, because the worst thing about my Sundays is I always come back from posing and I haven't done my steps and I'm so tired and I cannot be bothered. So I've already done like half my steps, so that is a slay, and it is sunny, so I'm just like sitting in my car eating my lunch, having some sunshine. So happy with that. But got to spend the rest of the afternoon obviously finishing my steps and doing my washing, and I have a bit of content to make, but that's basically it. So happy days. We may or may not tan tonight. I don't know whether I've convinced myself to or not, but I've had a little bit of a break and I'm feeling good, but also at the same time I've liked not having to tan, so just sick of being pale, you know. But that is the update. I'm just gonna eat my lunch to get ready for the next week. Good morning, guys. I'm just eating my breakfast in front of my laptop, about to do some work, but I just realized that I haven't updated you guys on my food during the day at the moment, so I haven't really changed that much. But just to give you an update, and for anyone that is new here, I have been having my breakfast with my coffee still. I'm yet to make my coffee. I'm just drinking some water first, but it is oats, egg whites, berries, peanut butter, chia seeds and cinnamon, and that's what I've been having throughout the entirety of this prep so far, and I freaking love it. I'm not on the cream of rice train. I'm definitely on the oats and egg whites train, and I'm just about to go to gym now. This is my new pre-workout, so it is rice cakes with peanut butter, honey and banana and salt, which is actually so good. I love this. that, thank God, training and cardio is done for today. Wow. Oh my gosh, every time I get in the car in the morning, before I go to the gym, I have the heater on full blast, and then I forget to turn it off, and then it's like blasting after I've done cardio. Stop. It's hot, I'm sweating. Jesus, 50 minutes on that elliptical feels like it honestly goes so long sometimes, but nevertheless, we're happy, we're thriving, we're doing all the things, we're feeling good. I actually have come to love the elliptical. That's what I'm telling myself in my brain. If you ask me to voluntarily do it after I've been in prep, I probably wouldn't. I won't lie, I'd definitely rather the Stairmaster, but we do it anyways. I actually feel like it's really good for my core control. Like when I'm actually genuinely concentrating, I try to tuck my pelvis in, engage my core muscles, and it gives you a lot of like thoracic rotation as well, which I feel good afterwards. So slay, we love that. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update, because I don't think I've given you guys an update on like what my weeks are currently looking like with training. So Mondays I always train lower body and do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster afterwards. Tuesdays upper body and 50 minutes on the elliptical, which is what I did today. Wednesdays are a bit hit and miss. Sometimes I'll train, sometimes I won't train. I do posing on a Wednesday with Maddie now, so that's kind of I utilize as a rest day. Sometimes I'll do cardio on that day, but I haven't strength trained on that day in a while. So Wednesdays are looking like my rest day at the moment. Thursdays I then train lower body and jump on the Stairmaster again. Fridays upper body elliptical 50 minutes again. I also do posing on Thursday with Caitlin. Then on Saturdays I train lower body, and depending on whether I have any cardio left for the week, I will do it on a Saturday, which is usually 50 minutes on the elliptical, because I'm doing that 3 times a week now. So that is my week. And then obviously Sundays we have posing group workshops. So yeah, basically that is the vibe. And then I throw in recovery as much as I possibly can in there. Either 1 sauna a week at bare minimum. If I'm good, I will get in there twice. The gym that I go to has a sauna, so it makes it literally so easy. And then mobility, which I'm going to be so honest, so freaking slack on. If Caitlin watches this, I'm going to get shot in the head, but I have been slack on that, and I've literally been putting it in my check-in. I'm like, I need to get better at mobility and need to prioritize that, and I'm just not doing it. So that's just me calling myself out here, but that's what the vibe is at the moment. But I'm so glad that that was done for today. Oh my gosh, I am actually feeling a little bit dehydrated today. I don't know why. When I was like training upper body, I was like, wow, I genuinely feel dehydrated. So I'm going to start implementing electrolytes into my day in the mornings. I just need to hear back from my coach about a suggestion on which electrolytes he suggests, because there's a billion out there and I always get my suggestions in terms of supplements from him. So just waiting to hear back from him, and then I'm going to add that in my morning, because I'm drinking 4 liters of water a day. Electrolytes are just going to give me that extra boost in hydration, so slay. But plan is for the rest of the afternoon to go home now. I need to wash my hair because it is disgusting. I then want to put some tan on finally, although I don't know, I'm kind of like loving the fact that I've got nothing on my skin at the moment. My skin is feeling so good, but I'm going to chuck on a tan again, going to marinate in that, put some hair rollers in, eat my lunch, sit down and watch a podcast. I'm like in the mood to, in the mood to watch a podcast on some research that is happening in the nutrition training space. I haven't done that in the longest time, and I always find that stuff so interesting. So that's what I'm going to put on after I've showered, tanned, and I'm going to eat my lunch and watch that. So that's the vibe. And I do have to jump on my laptop to do just a couple of extra little things, but that is going to be basically the end of this week's vlog. So obviously I'll maybe film little bits potentially this afternoon, but this will be the last time chatting. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am watching the metrics and I'm watching you guys like it, subscribe it, do all the things. For some reason you can't comment on it, and I don't know why. I'm not really good at YouTube. It just tells me that I'm using things that I'm not supposed to use apparently. So anyways, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys. Much love.
Do you need carbohydrates for elite endurance exercise?
I'm an athlete growing up, and you know, I just was into it. Like